Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah, good morning. Hi.
Harry.
Good
Nice to see.
morning.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. This is second time to meet on Cambly.
Yes. How have you been?
Yeah. Yeah, I am fine.
hmm
Uh,
What's the time
Today,
over there?
let us have uh, excuse me.
What's the time over there now?
It's 11:30
12:30.
morning hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
11:30.
Fantastic. So 12:30 Monday afternoon.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what are your plans for today, Harry?
Today plans it means about the discussion. You're asking about discussion.
Yeah, not
Over.
really. Just in general. What are you? Are you
In
busy
general,
with something? Are you
uh,
starting some new project?
yeah, no, in the evening I have to go to some guest house. There is a meeting. Meeting is there at 3:30 p.m. I have
hmm
to attend that meeting along with my friends.
hmm
In the evening around 6 or like that, I have to go outside and to have some purchase. I have to make some purchase.
You have to.
Yeah,
You have to buy something.
yeah, I have to. Yeah,
Is it
some things
compulsory?
like
Is that the
books.
meeting? Books? Or
Compulsory meeting is compulsory. Yeah.
okay, what's it about, Harry? What's the meeting about?
This means we the engineers are going to meet and to have some discussion. Of course, I along with 59 engineers are relieved by the CMD
hmm
and transferred other states. Authorities from other states are not accepting us. This is a state bifurcation issue.
hmm
To have to meet and take a decision and what to our future course of action. This is the
Wow.
agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are they not accepting you? Your organization.
Of course, earlier AP state was bifurcated and divided into two states, Telangana and refugee AP. And
hmm
refugee AP is called again AP.
hmm
Due to this bifurcation act, 6 years back, the state was bifurcated.
Okay.
Due to bifurcation, the employees must be shared within two states. Okay.
hmm My goodness.
Employees must also be shared between the two states based on some rules and regulations.
Wow.
So it's a long pending issue. Of course, this might have been resolved earlier, 2 3 years back,
hmm
but it has not been solved. It has become a major problem. Now the ball is in the hands of Supreme Court of India. We are expecting a good verdict by the month end, by this month end. Yeah.
Okay. So what will a good verdict mean for you? What do you regard as a good
Good
verdict?
means the verdicts must be appreciable by all the relieved engineers.
hmm
Actually, among relieved employees, some are willing to work at Telangana, a few are willing to work at Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Uh, like that issue, this is the issue.
hmm
So some are already AP engineers from AP state earlier worked in Hyderabad, which belongs to Telangana state.
hmm
So they have settled there. They are unable to come and to work again in the AP state. So
hmm
the small some problems are there.
hmm
So of course the chief ministers of the two states must come to the table and they have to sort out the things, but they are not showing interest in resolving our issues. So our problem went to the Supreme Court.
hmm
The CMDs of both four utility companies went to the Supreme Court for amicable solution, which is a long pending issue. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a long process. You've started with
Yeah.
negotiations stating the disagreements and then no
One
resolution.
more thing, due to we were not admitted, we are at full freedom. I have full leisure time. Of
hmm
course, we were paid salaries, no problem.
hmm
So I am making you a better use of this full leisure period in improving my communication skills like this.
Okay. So you're on kind of leave, paid leave, and you can use the time to improve your.
Not hello, it comes under service regulations. It comes under as a regular employee, you will be considered like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
but you're let's just say reasonably healthy situation. You're expecting a good outcome later this month from the Supreme Court ruling in your.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. The case is postponing. The Supreme Court, it will not be settled as we expect. It
yes,
will be going on postponing. That is the
yes,
thing.
that's often the case
Yeah.
now. They just postpone the case for whatever reason. There's new evidence, or there's they don't have a full bench. Coronavirus,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they need more time to deliberate on what decision to reach. But these kind of disputes, are they fairly common in India, or is this a rare
Yeah.
event?
Yeah, it's common, in India. Actually, the saying is there, justice delayed is justice rejected.
Yes.
But the government is not taking action. No, actually, government has to open a few more courts. It has to fill up all the vacant posts in the judiciary.
Mhm.
The government is not taking care about this. So the pending cases are piling up like anything. It's become a major problem. But
Yes.
state governments or the central governments are not taking care about it. They know very well that the problems that is solved at the minimum time, then
Mhm.
only everybody will get justice. But it is not being done. Yeah.
Okay. So the big news in the world at the moment is the American election. Have you been watching that comedy?
I am really very Cambly. No, yeah, somebody has watched, but I am really happy about the outcome of the U.S. elections.
Mhm.
Joe Biden, elect president of USA. Of course,
Mhm.
my son is working as a software engineer in USA, Texas. So I'm expecting some good results regarding H-1B visa to my son.
Okay, good news. Finally.
Yeah.
So I think were there visa restrictions earlier under
No.
Trump?
Yeah. Earlier, Trump has imposed many restrictions.
Mm.
Now Joe Biden is thinking to reduce these limitations.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't realize that. I know there were heavy restrictions on China. I thought there were closer relations with India, but come to
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
all the students, that people that were practicing English, were saying they're going to
Yeah.
Canada, not to the US. It seemed
Canada.
Canada was an easier path
Yeah.
to.
Canada has opened its doorways for immigration.
Yes. Hmm.
Nearly 1 million people. Canadian government is issues immigration
Hmm.
permanent residence to 1 million people. It's a
Hmm.
very interesting news. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It is a
So,
must. It is a must for Canada. No, it is a must. Otherwise, it will become a problem to improve its economy like this.
yes. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
in India, if all your let's say young graduates, engineering
Yeah.
graduates, are leaving to go to Canada or the United States or England, Australia,
Yeah.
this is not. We speak about a brain drain. Um, skilled professionals leave the country to go and work in
Yeah. Yeah.
different economies,
Yeah.
and then back home we've paid for
Okay.
the education, or at least partly paid for the education, but we don't get the benefit of the people working in our economy. They're helping make America great again. Oh, sorry, that was Trump's line. We've got Biden now.
Biden.
Uh,
Up to now, India faced brain drain. Now, in the coming days, India will see brain gain
brain gain. Uh-huh. Why do you say that,
because
Hari?
it is becoming one of the famous destination.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big economy, going to big economy in the world. In the
Mm-hmm.
future, India leads the world, leads the countries
Mm-hmm.
because India has broken up ties with China, and many other countries also broke up ties with China.
Mm-hmm.
So many manufacturing companies of different countries are now present at China,
Mm-hmm.
relocating to other countries like India, Vietnam, like that.
Mm-hmm.
With this, India will be benefited much.
Okay.
So brain gain is going to happen in India near future.
Okay. So is India going to rise and start to rival China in economic strength. Is that the
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now India is third biggest economy. Recently, it overlooked the economy of England also. Now
Okay.
third biggest economy in the world. Yeah.
Oh, so bigger than Japan, bigger than UK, Germany, France, all those places.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't checked. I just know the Western countries
Okay.
are in a bit of a mess. All of them.
Okay.
Coronavirus is knocking them out. The politicians don't know what they're doing. Let's see. Let's see how Joe Biden handles COVID in the United States. He can't do anything until January. So
Yeah.
So when he is inaugurated as the new president, I'm interested to see what Trump does between now in the remaining few weeks of this year before he has to leave office, if he can do anything. I'm doubtful
Of
whether.
course, he's a businessman. He's having his own business. He has to take
Yes.
care of his business.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got all those hotels and golf courses. I don't know what else he's involved with. So America's first billionaire president, 4 years. It's gone by so quickly. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Just the other day, the Americans were electing Trump, make America great again. He didn't change his message. I think this is also, he's been saying the same thing, nothing fresh, nothing new. He looks tired, and so time for a change. I'm not a huge fan of democracy personally, but it's very entertaining to watch these people engage in debate.
Yeah.
Different opinions. So, what about in India? What's the situation in India? Do you have a Donald Trump in India?
Donald Trump?
Do you have a Donald Trump, like a billionaire businessman who wants to be the prime minister of India?
Prime Minister India, Narendra Modi, Yeah, he's he became very famous in the world. He's one of the best leaders who really wants the coordination with neighboring states and all the nations in the world.
Okay.
He got good recognition in the world. He's going ahead with a good motto, good intentions.
Yes.
He's thinking about a better world. Yeah.
Okay. So Modi, how long has Modi been the prime minister or president? Do you have a prime minister or do you have a president in India?
In India, both we have president and prime minister. Prime minister is powerful in India, but whereas in America, president is powerful. That is the thing.
Yes.
In India, there is a direct election is there. In America, is indirect election. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a different. India is more like Westminster, like the United Kingdom, I think. I've never studied Indian politics. So Narendra Modi, he's been there for how long has he been the leader of India?
Of course, this is the second term. Narendra Modi, he was elected for the second term. Yeah, he's doing somewhat fine. Yeah.
Yes. So what's
Very
an example of
good
something
leader
he's done?
During pandemic, he did great job. He arranged free ration for the poor people around the country, around the nation.
Yes.
He's taken good measures in to contain the spread of the contain. He declared lockdown for 3 months and arranged ration for the people in the areas of cities, migrating laborers and the poor people. He supplied ration at free of cost. That is the one thing. Yeah.
A few years ago,
of course, he's all. Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Of course, he's taking care of very developmental activities in many states. Yeah, you really have to appreciate him. Yeah.
Yes. A few years ago, there was something about something to do with cash, certain notes, maybe 200 or 2,000 rupee notes that were taken out of circulation, demonetization.
That is called demonetization,
Yes.
Demonetization. It is in a way to curb the black money. Curb the black money. He implemented demonetization. So he banned the currency notes of high denomination, like 500. And he introduced new currency notes. Then it has become for each and everybody to change their currency notes. Whenever a person comes with, whenever a person go to the bank, he want to exchange currency. Whenever the persons with having huge amounts, some million cash, is unable to exchange the money in the bank. One has to show the reason for having so much huge money.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the situation. Yeah.
Okay, so is this the attempt? You said black money, corruption, trying to start to deal with that. Has it had a positive effect?
Oh, of course, there are some pros and cons, positive effects, negative effects due to this demonetization. Many people suffered a lot. For any cash, one has to go to the bank and he has to wait in the lengthy queues in summer. Some elderly people, they have got to sunstroke and died. So something happens. Of course, some pros and cons will be there. It is a must. Yeah, we cannot avoid those things. One has to face. Each and everyone has to face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So difficulty or change is painful in some way.
Painful. Yeah, I also set some limitations. Only today, each one has to draw only 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, like that, from the ATM. Those who want much money or more money, one has to go to the bank, and the bank he has to draw money. Everybody doesn't go to bank at a time and draw the money, and it is very difficult.
Okay.
So some difficult situations affected many people in the country during demonetization, but it went on somewhat peacefully.
Peacefully, okay. It is a big country. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people. I imagine the challenge it must have been. Was he announced? I think very quickly. It was like he announced it, and then the next day it was in force. So people didn't have a chance. The corrupt people didn't have a chance to move their money into bank accounts or make big deposits. So it was effectively killed off.
So, what happened during that time? Many politicians, political leaders, having much money in crores, millions, they have distributed this money to the people in their constituency.
Just gave it away.
These are the things that happen. Yeah. The MLA, the public representative, he distributed money to each person 1 lakh, like that. He distributed the money to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that. Yeah.
Buying votes to make sure the next election, I've given everybody 1 lakh. You're going to vote for me, right? I think that's what they might have done anyway. Stolen money or corrupt money, black money, give it away, distribute it amongst your constituency to try and keep their support or gain their support. Politics, a dirty business.
Many people who are unable to interchange this money, huge money, they have kept it like that, and they have lost their money. It has become a waste. Yeah.
Okay, a waste because it's not recognized. It's not legal tender anymore. It's just a tourist item now. It's like in Zimbabwe, the $1 trillion note or the $1 billion banknote that you couldn't buy a loaf of bread with. So now it was totally worthless. But now they've become scarce, and tourists want to buy them. So a tourist might pay $10 or $50 or $100 for $1 billion Zimbabwe dollar note as a kind of memento of the financial crisis in Zimbabwe about 11 years ago. Hyperinflation. They were just printing money. In the 50,000% inflation every day. It's ridiculous. The whole economy collapsed. I remember going there in 2010, and what a mess. What a mess. But that had nothing to do with demonetization or anything. The government was just printing endless money to the extent that it no longer had any value. and nobody valued it at all. And they started trading in US dollars or euros or South African rands. But that's a long time ago now.
Okay.
They've changed the system, but the country hasn't recovered. It's a sad story. But India's the future by the sound of it. You'll have a brain gain. Lots of companies creating, they're manufacturing out of India, out of China to India. And so usually in places there are certain states that get the benefits more than others. What do you think, which state do you think is going to benefit the most from this move away from Chinese manufacturing? Is there like an industrial state somewhere, or are there a few of these?
The states like AP state that I live in, AP state, Telangana, next Ahmedabad, Gujarat, Gujarat, and some like this, some 4 or 5 states are there, and Uttar Pradesh, one more big state is there, UP, Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
Some states are there which will benefit it because state governments who come forward to arrange all necessary infrastructure. They will attract some business people. Industries.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So is it?
And in AP state, ease of doing business. AP state stood first in India in ease of doing business. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ease of doing business, number one. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there restrictions on foreign people owning property or owning businesses in India, or can any foreign person come to India to start a business, buy land, and open a factory? Or
every country welcomes if anybody wants to start a business. Means it is a positive sign to one country. No, by investing others in a country means it is a boon for a country.
Yes.
So many people will be benefited. They will get job. And development activities will boost up. Yeah, it's a positive sign for any country to have any developmental activities. Every country will welcome this type of situation. Yeah.
Okay. So if I wanted to come to India, I've got to fill in the forms, get a visa. I have to have some money, I guess, some capital to be able to land and buildings, production line, some cash flow to pay workers in the first phase. But I could do it. It's not impossible. Like some countries say, no foreigners, just locals. You have to have a partnership with a local person, say 50-50 of the business. You have to look. You have to look for a better partner. Then time. Yes.
You have to locate for better partner.
Okay, find a better partner. Okay, not a politician.
Yeah, politician. Yeah, you are correct.
Yes. Yeah, politicians are. I don't trust them anywhere in the world. I think very scarce. Yeah.
But Indian politics are very dangerous. You should not believe. One should not believe the politicians. So you must be very careful.
Yeah. No, I don't.
What is your industry? What is your main industry?
Different things. I started in banking. Then I moved to IT.
Banking.
Yeah, that's my first professional phase, about 10 years. Banking and finance, life assurance, retail banking, stockbroking. Then I moved to IT, supply chain. And after
supply chain management.
So supply chain. And after that, I moved into mechanical engineering, but as a project manager on the commercial side. So contracts, costing. That was until about 3 years ago. And then those projects all came to an end. Now it's standing. We're waiting to see what comes next, but I've got to keep busy. So I've taken up the English tutoring, English teaching role just to keep the dollars coming in, cash flowing in. And then we'll see. There's some big construction projects, an oil refinery, maybe a nuclear power station. So let's see. But at the same time, you've got to keep your eyes open and look for opportunities anywhere in the world. I don't really want to leave. I'm happy where I live. But sometimes you've got to take a bit of a risk and try somewhere else. But we'll see as time goes by. And of course, I need a bit of capital. That's the critical thing. I don't want to go to a bank. Go with private investors, maybe private equity. But we're looking. It's interesting to know which countries in the world are very open and looking for foreign investment, and those that are more closed. So, I don't know, India, Vietnam is very open at the moment, but there are restrictions.
Vietnam and UK is also welcoming. I think UK.
UK.
Now it is UK. Now it is
UK. Like, I'm British citizen, so I can go there if I want to. But it's expensive. Yeah. It's a very expensive place to live. You need to be able to land there and start working immediately. I have family there, so that could be useful. But it's the weather that I don't like. I've lived in England. It's in London, so great place when you first go there. After about 5 years, it's like I grew up in Africa, so I'm used to open spaces, blue skies, lots of sunshine. You don't.
No, you were it. No, you were it.
Yeah.
No, you were it.
Yeah. Now I'm in Cape Town, back again.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Cape Town, where?
South Africa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, possible relocate to India. Very fine country for you.
Yeah, why not? But I need to do a lot of research because it's a big step, and I think I need local contacts like you to guide me.
Okay, no problem. I am ready.
Process. Yeah.
I am ready to help you. Okay, within my limits. And my suggestion: don't take much risk. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the thing.
Now it's business of digital marketing. Digital marketing is the best business now. Yeah.
Yes, online, live anywhere. Do digital marketing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you live. You can start a global business. Write that down because that's a very astute observation. There I am thinking. I'm thinking in bricks and mortar, the old way, factory.
Bricks. Okay.
Bricks and mortar. It's a comparison. Bricks and mortar versus clicks and something. I forget. So online, digital type business that you can operate globally from anywhere in the world.
That's fine.
Yeah. It just seems easier in some places, like your son maybe in Texas. There's a bigger market. You've got more exposure. There's more venture capital around. There's more expertise in certain areas. San Francisco, in California, Silicon Valley, and Austin, Texas.
Silicon Valley.
They're also becoming a tech hub. USA, I don't know. I've never been there. Have you been to America, Harry?
No. I have to plan after the end of the pandemic. I got a visitor's visa to USA.
Yes.
After the end of the pandemic, I am planning to go to visit my son.
Yes. Okay.
May I know how much will you earn as a teacher?
Not enough. You don't earn a lot.
Enough?
These online jobs are, it's just a pocket money.
Yeah.
Part-time. It's a student job, actually. So I use it to fill my time. It's I think at the moment, let me just check. I think the American dollar was actually weakening against local currency at the moment for the first time.
The reason is I am also want a teacher. Recently, I joined the Extraordinary Speakers Academy. I want to become a public speaker.
Yes, public speaker. I think if you can get the clients, motivate people for companies.
Motivation. Yeah.
I met a guy on Saturday. He's a professional public speaker. I would never have thought it if I looked at him. But when he speaks, it's very motivational. So he said that's his career. I don't know how he gets clients, He was in sports
Yeah.
before. I think he's well known from sport.
We left with it's becoming. We left with 10 seconds.
All right,
Okay.
Scary. Good to see
Have
you.
a
Have a great
nice
day.
talk.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.